Welcome to Digital Asset News. Take a top stories in cryptocurrency and digital assets and break them out into bite-sized pieces. So welcome back to a little Trinity Trading. I'm not much of a trader, but that's why I've got these two gentlemen with me. This is, first of all, we've got Alex Massioli, Head of Institutional Services for BQuant. Hello, Alex.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. He is going to be doing our sentiment analysis with Trade the Chain. And as always, we've got our man CJ over here for technical analysis from Market Rebellion. And usually how this works out is that we're going to go through sentiment analysis first. Alex is going to pick it, and it all starts with him. If it gets through Alex, it goes to CJ, where he can take a look at the technicals. Then it comes over to me for whatever reason, and I take a look at the fundamentals, and we go from there. So let's see what we got. Let's start up Trade the Chain. And which one is our winner, Alex?
Sure thing. Yeah, so, I was looking through the screen and checking out what I wanted to look at. These are the coins that I'm currently covering at this point in time right here, but none of them really looked like they were giving me any substantial movement or indication forward, except for one, which is NEM, ticker XEM. One of the things I look for, and I'm sure this has been shown on the show before, is I like the positive 1 hour projection. I go here first. I like the 5 points to the top side. And I like the relative tweet and trading volume going up, their percentage points 76 and 98% respectively. Has a daily sentiment of 72. I'm picking this right now. I'm looking for a 24 to 48 hour pop-up range in price action. And the 24-hour and 7-day, let me see that it's slowly moving up. I feel it has legs to go up on its momentum. With the sentiment, it's currently neutral for the day. So it may not pop within that first 24 hours. Why give it the second 24 hours for some real percentage gains?
Great. So before we move on to CJ, if you are new to the whole Trinity Trading thing, Alex, explain how the heck this all works. Because that just sounds, if I was new to this, I'd be like, I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of gobbledygook. So how does Trade the Chain work, and how do you get to these assessments?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we do is we take social media sentiment and data scraping, and we take that and we go through all the different postings for particular coins contextually. We're able to identify, weed out bots, spam, pump and dump accounts. And then what we do is we identify positive and negative sentiment or posts that are made, and we calculate that into a score to show where sentiment is moving, whether upwards or downwards with a coin. And we also are able to overlay that with pricing charts to show that it does follow to a 90% accuracy the price movement of the coin.
That's the big thing, 90% accuracy. So everybody at home, if you're new to crypto, welcome. But just so you know, everything, not everything, but a lot of things work on being moved by news. So as news comes up, it pushes either the price up or down because it is a volatile market. So that's the beauty of Trade the Chain. It takes a look at what's going on in the news, the sentiment, the tweets. It's one of, I think, 4 or 5 crypto companies that has a direct API into Twitter, which is where they get all the information from. So great. So let's go with NEM. So it passes through Alex. CJ, what do you got, man, for the TA?
Yeah, and I agree with Alex's assessment of roughly 24 to 48 hours for this to increase. So let's take a look at the charts a little bit here. Start with the 4 hour, because we are trending, putting in continuous higher lows. We have a nice support off this middle Bollinger Band right here that continues to go up. What we're facing right here now is a little bit of resistance here from the top band after closing below it on that green 7 right there. So we are getting a little downward momentum with a rejection from that top band here. But the good news from the bullish perspective is that when we reach those green 9s, a lot of times they have served as a catalyst for bullish price action. And so we might actually see a pop on that next 4 hour candle. And we might actually go up and break that 7 cent or 70 cent level.
So you think, so looking at these again, so, because I don't know anything about TA, just so everybody is aware of that. So tell me, CJ, what does all this mean as far as like the 7s and 8s and the Bollinger Bands as it kind of passes along what's going on here.
So yeah, I guess I'll just start with the simpler concept, which is the Bollinger Bands and support and resistance levels in general. So in trading and in investing and just market movements in general, very few times does price ever just go in one direction without partially retracing back to a prior level. And so when you're looking to have a particular support level, you know, the Bollinger Bands are automatically calculated on a couple different mathematical parameters with exponential moving averages and things like that. But the concept of support and resistance essentially is, it can be described by this flat line here.
Okay.
And so when we go up and test that line, since we've already been rejected at that level, that shows that that is a particular point where a lot of sellers come into the market and take profit. But when we break that level, it kind of flips. We automatically have buyers that kind of want to step in that say, okay, we've beaten all those sellers that have been at this previous resistance level. And so the trend can continue. So because of that, I like to look at prior swing highs and prior candle closes for kind of an initiation for a bullish trade. So, you know, while if you wanted to be a little bit more aggressive on this one, you know, I don't mind entering on a bullish green 3 candle that closes above the previous 2 and 1. But what I really like to see even more is a break above that previous high at roughly 70 cents. Because that shows that the trend has strength to break out to new highs and really test into some uncharted territory, no pun intended there.
Gotcha. So right now we're at 65 cents?
Yes.
So for you, if it hit 70 cents, let's say in the next hour or two, you would feel more comfortable getting into this position?
Definitely, yeah, because that shows me the confirmation of buyers are interested and that sentiment score that Alex mentioned previously is being demonstrated in price action actually coming to fruition.
Perfect. Makes sense. So this is a good lesson for everybody, including myself. As we were doing a couple of shows before, we were talking about, I think it was Orchid, and we're talking about it, and CJ's like, yeah, you know, if we just wait till this one price point and we get this, and I was like, I bought it. So yeah, make sure as you're sitting at home, just you know, if you're taking a look at this, again, not financial advice, anything you should do, but I'm going to wait on this one and see if it hits that 70 cents, and then I will actually be purchasing NEM. Now, the real question is, now it comes to me, what the heck is NEM? So let me share my screen real quick. We can go over that. So here we go, turn the chain. So I go to Kungeko. It has a nice little breakdown. Here's NEM in the 16th spot. Actually, pretty good so far. 12% 24 hours, 15% for the week. Not too shabby. So if we go over here, take a look at the charts, and I'll bypass that. That's not my job. So NEM, and every time I would talk about this, I'm like, what is going on with NEM? Why is this such a big deal? Because it seems like the last 3-4 weeks, it's been going up and up and up. So NEM, highly versatile crypto solution, adhere to a host of mainstream, okay, whatever. Written in Java, scraps, great. Has a stated goal of a wide distribution model, new features in blockchain tech, proof of importance, and most features. Okay. NEM also features an integrated peer-to-peer secure encrypted messaging system, multi-signature accounts, and an EIGN trust plus reputation system. So I think I talked about this before. Just like for the messaging platforms that we have, like Alex talked about this before we got on, WeChat, Line, those types of places in Southeast Asia or in China. If you have these peer-to-peer organizations or these text messaging apps that you can send money on or cryptocurrency on, I think that would be a pretty big boom, especially if you were in a suppressed area. So I would say that is why NEM is going up and making strides. I can see this actually working out pretty well. It's not like it doesn't have a non-use case, so sure. All right, so let's go with that. So the thing that we'll do, as always, we'll take a look at, there's a link in the description. You can check it out. It's bit.ly/Trinity Trading. All the trades that we do or we talk about, again, not financial advice, this is what I will be doing. I will be waiting to see if NEM, let me put this in now so I don't forget. I guess it's NEM. What's the date today?
First.
Today is the 1st.
What time is it?
It is 3:30 Eastern time.
All right. So I'm in Houston, so I'm just going to go Central Standard Time today. And the price we said was 0.65, but actually I'm going to wait till 70 cents and then we're going to get in. So let's see if we can hit that mark and go from there. Now, the next question I have is, where the heck can I buy this? Can I even buy this?
You can, I think you can buy it on Uni, where all the great coins reside.
So I can spend 25 to get 30. Sounds good.
Exactly.
So if you're ever looking for where to buy things, CoinGecko's got it pretty good. You just click on the pairs and go from there. CPG Poloniex. Can Americans use BitHum anymore?
It's a good question. I'm not sure.
KuCoin, I think.
KuCoin you can use.
So that'll be it. So we'll go with that. And then, you know, what I always wondered about this one is that they don't list brokerage. Like I never see Voyager on here as one of the options, probably because it's a brokerage, but you'd think they would list those types of things. Unless I'm wrong. They're
a little behind, maybe. They don't know how great Voyager is yet.
Oh, Alex, me and you are the biggest shills of Voyager. Come on, let's just admit it.
You know, right. Rob, am I allowed to do a little extra credit with this episode?
Of course. What you got?
All right. One of the things that you know, CJ showed with the chart and the various volume, I just want to go ahead and show a little something as well, because what we call TA with sentiment trading is the affirmation. And that's one of those things where you look, the numbers look good on the sentiment. For instance, you know, I see 74% uptick in relative trading volume. So I know that there's market participants in the order book, right? And that's one of the reasons why I like it. But then if I want that affirmation, I'm going to go to someone like CJ and say, hey, listen, what are the charts telling us? Where's the volumes and whatnot? And obviously, where are the bullish or bearish patterns coming? Another thing that I wanted to kind of delve into real quick is that I also, blue is price, green and red is sentiment. And I can also tell by this chart that sentiment is matching up with price on NEM lockstep. So the chart, the numbers, they all equal affirmation. And I just want to say, I implore all traders to have, you know, all the tools that they can use in order to enter a position smartly. And that was it.
Perfect. And of course, do your own research before you make any trades or any type of, because it is your money, right? Good enough. All right. So we'll wait a little bit, but it's looking pretty good. All right. And if you want to learn more about Trade the Chain and Market Rebellion, there is a link in the description. Trade the Chain, there's a 14-day money back guarantee and trial or something like that. Yep. And then Market Rebellion, I think you can start learning how to trade for $1, which is pretty cheap. All right. Well, gentlemen, that's it for today. So we'll see how we do. We'll meet up again in a week and see if this is a winner of a trade. Anyhow, if you like the video, I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. Hit the thumbs up, hit subscribe, as all these things are time sensitive, especially episodes like this. Anyhow, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next one. And that's it. And fade to black.